everything about the world is controlled. The kind of equipment you use, you must not use chemical weapons, you must not use biological weapons, you must not use caliber of weapons for these offenses or for these reasons, and so on and so forth. The criminals don't obey these laws. So to tackle them, you must get some specific weapons that you require. If you use certain weapons you're supposed not to use, the international community will be after you. Of course, they've been even accusing us of human rights abuses while Nigerians have been killed. That means that there are some categories of weapons that you need to prosecute such fight. And over the period, we've been trying to get. And at the beginning, we thought we were going to crush the Boko Haram we had, but it happened abortive. So we have to recalibrate our security architecture that was done. Up to this time, we have not received all what we are paid for, but at least we're getting about 65 to 70%. And of course, that is why the prosecution of the war is getting better every day. It is not that I waited. It is wrong to say that we waited until election. This election would have been held 14th of March. You know, 14th of February. You know that. So it is not that one waited for the election. In that case, this would have been done before that 14th of March. So it has nothing to do with election. I feel sad that as a nation we play politics with serious national issues. People must separate serious issues that affect all Nigerians from the politics. Jonathan is a president today, some other person will be president tomorrow. And Nigeria is our own country. We must have a country before we can have a president. No matter what you want to do for Nigeria.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next question, please.
those who are interested in taking us to the moon, because I believe in the next 15 to 20 years, we should also be there. And we are training those young people also. That's why we have special scholars who select from among first-class products. First of all, you have to get first class in the technical areas, because I think it's a great economic also. Then you are subject to some selection. We are sending them to the best universities in the world. That is the top level brains that can take us or in areas of molecular biology or genetics. So we are doing everything to make sure that the Nigerian youth
At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to throw the next two questions to the females for the spirit of fairness. But because we want to touch as many sectors as possible, Mr. President, my colleague Women and I were discussing, and she sent a tweet that people should tune in to watch. And some of the so sorry, but we are all to make our way to the convention center. Please, it is very crucial that we follow this protocol. Thank you very much.
Session organized by Participate Vote and Country Group with the youths. The youths were able to interact with the government and ask certain questions, and the president was able to answer some of the questions that are bothering them, which include the program that the government has for the youths in terms of job, in terms of power, and also health. Right now, the interactive session has ended, and some of the youths are having photographs with the president before they move on to the convention hall where the president is going to be entertained. The event is taking place at the Echo Hotel here on Victoria Island in Lagos. It's an interactive forum organized by Participate Vote and Country Group.
I see the money calling. I Actually, the program is put together by this group to provide the opportunity for the youth to express their appreciation first to the president for all the good initiatives and the programs put together by this present administration, especially when it comes to these developing the entrepreneurship skills of the youth through the UWIN and the JIS, that is the Graduate Internship Scheme, and also for giving the youths the opportunity also to participate in governance in Nigeria. The youths have never had it so good in this country, and also the president has promised that the youth will also be given more opportunity, especially in governance, when the administration continues. The program is still on, and I have with me here my colleague, Diola Omokivi. Diola.
Good evening, Nigerians. It's good to know that we are watching and we're seeing Mr. President interact freely with Nigerian youths. And one thing, Demola, that the President actually spoke about that I know would have eased the minds of Nigerians is the issue of the Boko Haram, and he congratulated the armed forces and called on Nigerians to commend them and also to pray for them. He also praised Cameroon for joining forces with Nigeria to wipe out Boko Haram. And we know that he also clarified issues, for not tackling Boko Haram insurgents when it actually began. And now that they have started, we are getting, results.
Thank you very much, Diola, for that information. The program is still on, and we're moving on to the second phase of the program, which is the entertainment. The president is being ushered into the hall right now, and the hall is getting set. It's an interactive forum with the youths of this nation, with the president. The youth have come in their numbers to also lend their support to Mr. President, and also to assure him that they are happy with what he has done so far, and they are all out to support his candidacy. The hall is filled to the brim, and the president is having some difficulty moving, but he's been able to, the security have been able to usher him to the hall now, where the youths are, gathered. They are here in their numbers, thousands of them, that have come to express their appreciation and also to canvass for support for the president.
your seats. Grab your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Please grab a seat. All right.
Yeah, the program is still meets the president, organized by the Participate Vote Country Group, and they are all gathered here to show their support and their love for the president, who during these last 4 years has shown that he loves the youths with different programs, initiatives, U-Wing, graduate internship scheme, and other programs, and also the involvement of the youth in governance. The youths are saying they want continuity. They want continuity. They want presidents to continue in government, and that is why they are gathered here today to show him their love. So we're moving on to the second phase. The first phase was an interactive session where questions were asked and the president was able to answer some of the questions bothering the youths in terms of job creation, fighting insurgency, power, and health. The next one is entertainment.
All house lights, please turn them on. If you can hear my voice, thank you very much. All right. All right, please sit down. Please sit down. All cameramen, please fall back. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right. Please be seated so that the party can continue. Please be seated.
ẹ jókòó mo wá fẹ́ kẹ́ máa dáhùn nǹkan tí mo bá béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín àwa yúùtù ṣé eléyìí ṣó yẹ wá àbí kò yẹ wá àtìgbà tí nàìjíríà ti wà olórí wo ló ṣe bí bàbá wa ṣe ń ṣe ṣe bí òun ni wọ́n wọlé sí tí gbogbo wa dìde ká súnmọ́ wọn kò sẹ́ni tó lé èèyàn kankan kò sẹ́ni bọ́dì tó ti fara ṣe kò sẹ́ni kankan tó ti ṣe léṣe ṣérú ẹ̀ ṣẹlẹ̀ rí so irú ìjọba wọn là ń pè ní kò ṣe kí ni kò ṣẹlẹ̀ rí àbí ṣó yẹ wá àbí ò yẹ wá irú àwọn ìjọba báyìí ni a ṣe kí ni ò la fẹ́ ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí ọlọ́ àjọkù.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please grab your seat now so that the show can continue. If you are standing and if you are in front here, it's because of you we're not continuing. So please grab your seat.
Bobby sọ wípé tẹ́ ẹ bá ti jókòó a ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ nítorí. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá tó kọ́re dádì ṣẹ́rí bí mo ṣe wà ẹ́ mi ò fẹ́ wá emotional bọ̀ mo ń sọ látìgbà tí Nàìjíríà ti wà á rí ìjọba bí irú tí ń rí ẹjọ́ ṣí má ti parọ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa já mi ẹ ń gbàtà wá mọ̀ pé mò ń so tọ́kílẹ̀ tẹ ìjókòó ó yá ìdílé kẹ́ tuálẹ̀ fún bàbá tuákìrì tuálẹ̀ ó yá àwọn méjì fún yàn kan bàbá ló dádì ẹ̀yẹn má wọ̀rí ẹ̀yẹn jókòó ẹ jókòó ẹ jẹ́ ìsọ̀kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ fún yín dádì ẹ yẹ jókòó ẹ ṣe torí pé kó o tẹ̀lé wà ní dádì ká ní Mushin láti wá ṣe gbogbo eléyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń wọlé bọ̀ akọ̀tà.
He has given hope to the ghetto. He has given hope to every youth. He has used his music to reach out. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Make welcome the one, only Orishe Semi. Many things happen for Oju Elegba. Everybody let me see the fingers, let me know here.
This song is dedicated to Fela Anikula Kuti, music and Taliban, number one. Everybody, I'm alright. With the master. And if you're new in the game, let me go play the dice. Everybody, let's go! What's you making my money. Also to Malaysia, to Miami, to Kanye. I don't know what to do. If I like to spend my money anyway, I like it so much. Don't forget me. And if you don't see me, everybody knows love who I love for everybody. Raise your hands. I'm the owner of them body. Number one love for everybody. I'm the owner of them body. Go tell you the day, when I live for my money. Vamos go to Malaysia, I never put a hero. If I like, I spend my money anyway. I like it so much. No more than me, stop up with double. And if you don't see me, you go chop double. Everybody thinks I'm for you a leg bar. And if you do anyhow, you know I try a leg bar. I mean, you find yourself inside school. I don't go shit out. Everybody let's go! Everybody let's go! Number one love for everybody. Number one love for them body. I'm the owner of everybody. Number one love for everybody. Number one love you can find no. I'm the owner of them body. Everybody now. Go say you the hate me. Well I pass my money. Okay, this one dedicated to Niger Delta area. Okay, this one dedicated to our president, our humble president, the only person we will trust. All the youths, can I hear you say, oh yeah? Let's go. Drop it. All right. DJ, let's go. Drop it. Just, no, okay. No time, All right. You appreciate. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hello. Excuse me. Hello. My name is Sutoyin Aimaku Johnson. Now I'm going to call on stage Mr. Charles Novia. He's one of the biggest directors we have in Nollywood. He's one of our big director that we look up to. Please put your hands together as a welcome on stage. Charles Novia. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Mr. President, and all protocols observed. PDP. I cannot to speak English because now our people did the area. We don't use our eyes take see. Not be so. We don't see the lie where they don't talk against our president. Not be so. Them say it no work. Meanwhile, if you go for agriculture, shebi it work. Shebi it work for agriculture. Them say it no work. Meanwhile, if you go for the roads where they across Nigeria, the federal roads, shebi it work. Shebi it work. We must assert our power. You know what your power be? You know what this thing stands for? This thing, this symbol where I take this by hand, we turn to fist so. It stands for power. PDP. And on that day, this election, this match, we must make sure say that PVC where you hold, that your voters' right where you hold, say you go vote for, you go vote for, you go vote for. Then for Lagos State, you go vote for, you go vote for. They say we are the young people of this country. Mr. President, with the share I was born to. But under President Jonathan, have we not seen changes? Shebi na so. That is why I have come, and many of us have come, to say on that day, make sure, say your power go speak. And your power is for President. Your power is for President PDP. Thank you very much.
All right.
Goodluck Ebele Jonathan has been true to his transformation agenda.
His achievements have been unprecedented. I believe in Nigeria under Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's administration.
I believe as a nation
we are moving forward.
Goodluck Ebele Jonathan promised to establish at least one federal university in each state of the federation.
Welcome to Federal University Oye-Ekiti, one of the 14 federal universities built under the administration of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to ensure that students in all states of the federation have access to a federal university. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan is a true father who has gone through great lengths to ensure that the children who are the future of the nation are well educated.
Before Goodluck Ebele Jonathan came into power, commuters spent long-wasted productive hours traveling from one state to another.
Now I am currently standing on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, a 128 kilometers rehabilitation project. Some 2,000 kilometers of roads were built or rehabilitated by the end of 2013. That's the highest number in a single year by any government.
President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan promised to revamp the Almajiri school system. He has constructed 64 Almajiri schools, which have recently begun operation.
President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan promised us economic diversification, a Nigeria that is not solely dependent on oil.
Now, I'm with Adeni Adeluga, a 26-year-old Nagropreneur on his farm, his fish farm, Tekbebo Farm. Under the Goodluck Ebele Jonathan administration, more people are embracing agriculture, which used to be the core of our economy. And there are many benefits to it, like the Youth Employment and Agriculture Program, YIP. FAFIN. Farmers now receive subsidized inputs through e-wallet.
Take a short ride with me on the Lagos Mass Transit as we go over some of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's accomplishments in the railway sector. Come on guys, let's go. After so many years of desolation, the Nigerian railway system is back on track. A safe and affordable alternate means of transportation of people and goods.
We should not forget where we started,
or where we're going.
We cannot turn back now. Not with so much left to be done. We are on a moving train.
The seed has been sown and the crop is growing.
Together, let us move Nigeria forward.
Vote youth empowerment.
Vote continuity.
Vote unity.
Vote progress.
Vote transformation.
This is a clear choice. This is a clear choice.
This is a clear choice.
This is a clear choice.
Vote.
Vote Goodluck Ebele Jonathan
for President 2015.
All right. I think say una clap go loud pass like that nah. You know how they talk am for Latin? Res ipsa loquitur. The facts speak for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen it. We have said it time and time again. One more time, can you put your hands together for the president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan? This has been done and there is more to be done, and it will be done. We the youths, just as things are being done for us, it is expected that we do for ourselves and also do for others. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure I stand before you and let you know that if not for this administration, the entertainment industry, forget K-Leg. But things have been so good in the entertainment industry that when the PDP was organizing a fundraising dinner in December, me, Bobby, donated the sum of 1 million naira to the re-election of Mr. President. I know they lie. Mr. President, thank God say I see you today, because I want to let you know say that money they come out from my account, but you know say our PDP chairman Adamu Mwazu, he never give me receipts till now. Okay, you have to give me receipts. Ladies and gentlemen, on a serious note, we have people here who want to testify of the benefits they have gotten from this administration. There is a graduate internship program, internship scheme under Shopee. Yeah. One of the beneficiaries is here today to say a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, one of us, please, without wasting time, let's put our hands together for Lydia Akinfenwa. Put your hands together for Lydia Akinfenwa as she comes to tell us the good works, the benefits.
Good evening, Mr. President. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Permit me to stand on the existing protocol. My name is Lydia Oluwatosin Akifenwa, a graduate of Modibo Adama University of Technology, Yola. I finished my service 2013, June 2013. I was unemployed at home, thinking of what next to do. I've been applying, nothing has come out of it until I heard about Shopee, GIS, Graduate Internship Scheme, under Shopee. My friend said, let's apply again, as we've been applying. I said, no, I'm not just going to apply. I believe that something good is going to come out of this. So I applied. On the 16th of June, I got a message that you have been found an employer. You can call this number below to get more information. I was like, is it real? I don't believe it. But when I called the number, it said to be real. Many youths today have benefited a lot from this program, and I really appreciate Mr. President's efforts. I pray that the wisdom you need to rule this country effectively and efficiently, the Lord will grant it unto you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
And to allow this program to go on, the intern in the house, what do you need to do again to vote for President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan? God bless you.
God bless you too. Yeah, please put your hands together for her one more time. That we may have direction. The 11th hour is approaching fast. That we may have direction, it's important we hear from our leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, with great joy, with great pleasure, for the second time tonight, permit me to introduce on stage our distinguished senator, one-time minister, and the leader of PDP in Lagos State. Please put your hands together for the one and only Musiliu Obanikoro.
Let me, PDP, let me also stand on the existing protocols. A lot has been said about the achievements of Mr. President. I'm going to say two things. because others have said so many, and those who are coming behind me are also going to say some things about him. But two things which I want you to take home tonight is that anybody who is running away from their record of service is not worthy of our trust and can never be a good leader. It was Julius Caesar that said, the evil that men do lives after them. Now, a lot has been done between 1984 and 1985. To run away from that in 2015 is unacceptable. We are marching forward, we are not going backward. Yes, we need a change in Nigeria, but not a change from going forward to the past. The change that we need in Nigeria is to restructure this great country of ours. And the president has offered a unique opportunity when he put in place wise men and women to sit across the table and debate the future of our great country. And they have come up with a document. They've come up with a document that will further enhance the transformation agenda of Mr. President. So come March 28th, the most sensible thing to do is to support a man with a vision, a man who is bold enough to recognize that the problem of Nigeria is in the structure of this country, rather not just changing from the old to the new. I would rather confront my future with a man who has demonstrated a sense of direction, a man who for the first time in the history of our great country has elevated us to #1 nation in terms of economy in this continent. And of course, a man for the first time in the history of Nigeria who have truly enhanced our democracy. Democracy is about creating a platform for everybody to express themselves. In 5 years of Mr. President, we've not had one political assassination. Let's not forget. And today, we are talking about a rail system in Lagos State because the president saw the wisdom in supporting that program by signing on for Lagos State to loan all the way. Another man in 1984 had a unique opportunity to support the mass transit system project of Alhaji Kayode Jakonde. What did he do? He killed the program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think the case is clearly made. Nigerians will evidently embrace the future come 28th of March 2015. God bless you.
One more time, jam those hands together for the one and only Koro. Over the years, we have been hearing that the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. It is with great pleasure I tell you today that that time has come. The next man I am bringing on stage is the youngest gubernatorial aspirant to run for governor. He's running for governor of Niger State. Ladies and gentlemen, at the age of 39, I present to you the next governor of Niger State, Umar Nasco.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, an umbrella, a symbol of shelter under the rain, under the sun. Under this umbrella, I have been sheltered, I have been groomed and trained since the age of 32, saddled with responsibility, groomed and trained for higher responsibility. Mr. President, through you, as the leader of our great party, I say thank you. My fellow youth, on your behalf, I wish to pledge that we shall live up to the expectations and aspirations of the youth while still upholding the trust and confidence of the elder generation. My ambition, nor any ambition of any person in this country, is worth a drop of a single blood of any Nigerian. These are the words of President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. My fellow youth, I beg of you, let us not be provoked. Let us shun violence. We have the numbers. We are going to the polls and we are going to vote PDP. PDP! Power! Power! Thank you, Mr. President.
Eshe, mo tún ti dé. Mo ti ẹrù ya mo ti lọ àbí. Àmọ́ ṣé mọ̀ pé àwa youth ṣé mọ̀ pé nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ò dáa. Ṣé mọ̀? Ládùúrú gbogbo nǹkan tí President Goodluck ṣe fún wa. Ṣé kò yẹ ká kíra fún wọn láti àárọ̀? Ẹ dìde ẹ jẹ́ ká kíra fún bàbá jàre. Ẹ̀yin youth mo jẹ́rìí yóò yá. Ìkíra fún bàbá. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Ariwo yẹn ò tó. Let's go! Daddy, the youth, we love you. Too much love, they worry also. Anyway, right now, I'm going to call on Honorable Honorable Mubasiru Abdullahi. Please put your hands together for him.
Let's go. PDP. I know hear that one, no. PDP. Power to the people. Power to Goodluck. Power to Nigeria. Mr. President, Mr. National Chairman, my fellow youths in Lagos State. If in the last 15 years of our democracy, there were any elections that will determine the sanctity of our unity, that will shape what we stand for as a country, that will ensure that as a nation we move forward and not backward, that as a people we come together because we believe in what has so far been achieved. This is the elections. Because we stand here before you championing the cause of a man who has transformed this country, promoting the vision of an agenda that has transformed Nigeria, and ensuring that we as youth in this country have a voice that must be heard and will play our part in our nation's democracy. President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, in the last 4 years of his stewardship, when we put our trust in him, has ensured that Nigeria has moved from step to step, has ensured that in every sphere of our national life, for everything that we stand for as a country,
our president has achieved. From our education to agriculture, to our defense, to ensuring that we invest in ICT, and indeed in our political life, this president has ensured so. I am a living witness. At the age of 30, I was elected the national youth leader of our party. That was made possible because our president saw that a young man must be placed on the seat that will represent the young people of our party, and by extension, the young people of our country. It is this same man that identified a comrade among us and appointed him as senior special assistant on youth and students. It is this same man that appointed a special advisor on youth empowerment. It is this same man that ensured that the critical funds from subsidy are reinvested in the youth of our country. At these elections, as we approach March 28, we have no option than to give back to whom he has given unto us by ensuring that we vote for a man who has shown us love, for a man who believes in investing in young people, Lagosians, and indeed the people of the Southwest and Nigeria. Lagos has been the epicenter of change. Lagos has been the epicenter of our economic transformation. Lagos has been the epicenter of ensuring that Nigeria returns to civil rule in 1999. And this is Lagos. And we believe that Lagosians will stand where real change stands. We are not talking about change that will go back to 1983 to 1985. True. We are talking about change that will move us forward, and change that will ensure that Nigeria is built upon. Young people, come out en masse. Don't be frightened. Come out en masse on March 28th, and let's revote and let's re-elect President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. PDP! PDP! Power to the people! Thank you, Mr. President.
All right. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, tonight is not just about speeches, it's about quality entertainment. Entertainment that this administration has made possible because the atmosphere was conducive to work. We have not just had more people in entertainment locally, we have had young Nigerians who went abroad and decided to come back because the atmosphere was conducive. The next lady I'm about to bring on stage is one of the sexiest female musicians ever to grace the stage when it comes to music. You may not know her, our dear politicians, but after now, you will not forget her. Mr. Donyo Okukbe, do not forget, if you not know this one after now, you get to pay me the money now.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a resounding applause, please make welcome Sheyi Shey.
Ama Aizo Amakimemia Emia.
Over the ears, the valley and the mountain.
I greet you. Turn the music up. Turn the music up. If you know this song, help me sing.
She says she want murder.
You say he want murder.
She want murder.
You say he wanna do that.
She want murder.
You say he want murder.
She want murder.
Say he want. She say he want murder. She say he want do nothing. Yeah. Oh boy, I want murder.
So boy can't rule that in her.
You say he want murder.
She want murder.
You say he wanna do that.
She want murder.
You say he want murder.
She want murder.
You say he wanna do that.
She want.
She say he want murder. She say he want do your friends and be hate and fire burning. Girl, I'll keep you coming. Say you're not running. Every time that you keep turning, turn it back to me for more, like you never seen before. Boy, I just wanna keep you safe and secure. More than secure. Say you want murder. Say you wanna do that. You say you want murder. Ooh, baby, she say you want murder. She say you want to do that. Okay. Listen, my own verse. Rude boy. She say you wanna do that thing. She say you want murder. She say you want murder. She say you want to do that thing. Oh boy, you want murder. My verse. Rude boy, don't you go, cause you don't know what you got till it's gone. Kill him with my body, but me no use gun. Murder upon the dance floor, what about Moya, to make your body go. Shoot the sound boy down with you. Everybody know a girl wanna have some fun. Murder upon the dance floor, hear me now. Boom bye bye when I do the dusty wine. When I do the dusty wine, you say boom bye bye. Boom bye bye when I do the dusty wine. You say don't know what you. Hey babe. She says she wanna do it. You say he wanna do that. She say she want murder. You say he want. You know it. She wanna do it. Ooh, baby, she say she want murder. She say she wanna do that thing. She say she want murder. She say she wanna do that thing. You say he want murder. You say he wanna do that thing. You say he want murder. You say he wanna do that thing. He say he want murder. You say he wanna do that thing. You say you want murder. Hey. You say you want murder. Let me need it. Oh, you feeling it? Cause I'm feeling it. Nobody better than you. The things that I really wanna do to you. Sexy body got me into you. Yeah, I really got me. Hey. Baby, hold me and I gon' hold you. Baby, love me and I gon' love you. Baby, do me and I gon' do you. Baby, pull up, say, hold me, I gon' hold you. Baby, love me, and I gon' love you. Baby, do me, and I gon' do you. Baby, pull up, say. Thank you. Before I leave the stage, His Excellency, Mr. President, would you mind please if I take a picture with you to inspire the youth and our fans? Please, thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you. It's an honor to meet you. And thank you for being such a great inspiration to our youth. Thank you. God bless you.
All right.
No. Thank you, sir. Bless you, sir. Give it up for our presidency. Round of applause.
All right. Shay, you don't sit your...
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shay. Ladies and gentlemen,
God bless you. Good night.
God bless you too. God bless you. What? Settle down. It continues. Party continues, ladies and gentlemen. Many young people under this administration have chosen to pursue their passion. In those days, you dey go school so that you go get work, make you receive salary. But now, so many people go to school not just to get an education, but to be able to pursue their passion. Mr. President, I'm about to introduce two sets of people. The first one is static, the other set will come on stage. You will not believe it that I have a young man here. He's big. He went to school, nursery, primary, secondary. Then he went to university, and after university, he had his first degree, and he went on to do his master's degree. After getting that education, he chose to be a DJ. Now it's time for that, so DJ Big N, Mr. President. And he has many people under his employ, many people that are working for him. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for DJ Big N, the only DJ with an MSc. It is in that same breath I introduce to you a set of young pilots, ladies and gentlemen, and they were trained, they were sponsored by this administration, spearheaded by Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, coming on stage are 15 young pilots, of which the youngest of them is 19 years old. Please put your hands together for them. Here they are, living witnesses, living proof. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Mr. President. Good evening, every important dignitaries present here. We heard our president is coming to Lagos, and on behalf of my colleagues, we decided to come and say a big and wonderful thank you to one of the best presidents that Nigeria has ever produced. Please, on behalf of the youths in the house, I want us to give a standing ovation to our wonderful president, Mr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. 2 years back, the 15 of us, we were ordinary youths. We had only one thing, just a dream. A dream to become successful. A dream to become useful in the society. But thanks to our president, we realized our dreams of becoming one of the best pilots in the country. It all started with a dream. Each and every one of us here, it started with a dream. Today, we have one of the youngest pilots in Nigeria present among us. At the age of 18. That is so amazing. That is the life of one youth that has been changed. And changing the life of one youth, you are affecting the life of millions of youth around the country. This is an encouragement. This is a wake-up call. It all started with a dream. This is not a Niger Delta affair, because amongst us, we have people that are represented from every states in the country. We have people from the north, from the east, from the west, and from the south. This is not a Niger Delta affair. This is a national and a Nigerian affair. So I want to say thank you to our president. Thank you, and we want every youth to keep believing. Hold on to your dream. With Mr. President in power, come this next election, all our dreams as youths are going to be realized in Jesus' name. Thank you very much, and thank you, Mr. President.
Sorry, wait, who be 18 years here? Yeah, I said 19, he never near 19.